The news from Club Blu getting the attention of Governor Rick Scott, who along with local leaders addressed the media today. It was at a news conference. The governor was the only one to take questions, some of them involving gun control. 4 New Corner's Katie Johnson was at that news conference. She joins us live now with more on what the governor had to say tonight. Katie.
Well, there is media here from all across the state and the country covering what happened here overnight at Club Blu. All of this happening a month after 49 people were killed at another nightclub in Orlando. The police chief here stressing this was not an act of terror, while the governor saying it's not a reason to restrict guns.
Today we all woke up to horrific, tragic news.
Governor Rick Scott was the first and last person to take the podium at today's news conference, addressing what happened outside Club Blu overnight.
If it wasn't for our law enforcement, we would have had more tragedy.
The governor offering help here in Fort Myers to allow the community to recover after 22 people were shot in this parking lot on a night dedicated to teenagers.
It was very chaotic. It was still very active. No one really knew what was going on, what happened.
Fort Myers Police Chief Dennis Eads didn't give very many details, but he did stress one thing.
This was not an act of terror. This was not a terrorist act. So if you've seen that, heard that, read that, whatever it is, you can put that out of your mind.
The most emotional speaker in the room, though, was Lee County School District Superintendent Greg Atkins, who in one day lost 2 students while several others are recovering.
Too often in my short tenure as a superintendent, we've had to address loss, unnecessary loss in our community that impacts our students and also our families.
Today's losses caused by guns, something the governor said he continues to support despite the latest mass shooting in our state.
I support the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment has never shot anybody. The evil does this.
Now, several reporters asked the governor about gun control. He repeated the same answer: if you see something, say something to law enforcement. Police, meanwhile, have taken 3 people into custody, but they said today that they may be still looking for others connected to the crime. Live in Fort Myers, Katie Johnson, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you.